Hey, Prep. How you doing? Good afternoon. How are you? How are you? Happy Wednesday. Hope you are having a great afternoon. Hey, Brittany. Happy Wednesday. How you guys are doing? Hope everyone is having a great Wednesday. Prep, I just watched your well, I did it this morning. I watched your video you dropped. That was a good video. Made a lot of sense too. I'm doing good. Hey, Auntie Tracy. I'm doing good. I loved that video you dropped. It was great. It was really great. I liked it. Yeah, I liked that. I was like, this is a good video here. hmm So keep on doing your videos. You're doing a great job. I love them. I think I got two stories for the day. Like two. I don't know if I'll do three. Not sure, but I knew I got two. So I'm gonna jump into this one. Now this mom here, y'all. Oh, some people don't need kids. I always say that. You know, they really don't. So we're gonna jump into this woman here, y'all. She leaves the hotel, y'all, and she leaves her newborn baby in the hotel. I think with the 4-year-old, and take the other kids with her. And I think she had a 12-year-old son that she took with her, or a daughter. So I didn't understand, from the sake of God, why didn't you leave the 12-year-old with the little baby instead of the 4-year-old? I was kind of confused on that. Hey, Miss Lewis, baby. Hey, love bug, how are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? So I couldn't understand, like, why would you leave a 4-year-old in? Let's just get into it, y'all. Let me get the commercial off, and like, I don't understand some of these moms. Let me just take it off, pull it up. Okay, there we go.
And I was like,
So you were in the room though? Was you the only one in there?
you can't even hardly move. There's so much debris. Like the whole room is just a mess.
Okay.
And I'm fairly certain.
Oh, you at work?
Hours.
Okay, you said you ready to
Okay.
And
go.
I was like, honey,
Why
where are
not
your
take all the
parents?
kids together? I
And
don't
I didn't
know.
want to scare her. I think I
Of
was
course.
scared her. So I just walked back out. Obviously fine right now. It's just like
Right.
kids. So
No, you did the right thing. I'm gonna go check on her, okay?
please.
Which, just so I know which is the fastest way to get there.
Right down here is the first 220, 219, 218.
Perfect. Thank you. 134 dispatch. Just be advised, I was given a key from the manager, and I'm gonna be making entry. Winder Police Department. Winder Police Department. There's two of them. There's a baby.
Some things they're
No
gonna
offense, but if you're paying more than
hold on,
$30 a
y'all.
month on
Some
car
things they're
insurance,
gonna blur
you're
out
getting
in
ripped
this
off.
video. They're
Everybody
not
knows
gonna
you can buy
show
car insurance
the
online. But did you know there's an
children.
Amazon for car insurance?
I hate
That's right,
these
an
commercials.
online marketplace that cuts
Man.
out the middle.
It's clear. Yeah. They're. Yeah. Hi, sweetheart. You want me to just stand by? I'm Winder Police Department. Where's your mommy? I'm just gonna stand here with you guys, okay? Okay. You okay? It's okay. I know it's okay.
And that's
You're
crazy,
okay.
y'all. That's
I know.
so crazy.
I know it's okay. Look at the funny face. No funny face. I'm sorry. Have you eaten? You've eaten? Okay, good. You're not hurt, are you? Okay.
That's the police talking to the baby.
So, obviously, I just got here. There's some kids that we located inside the room.
Yeah.
Do you have the parents' information?
Yeah, you wanna, hold on, let me not go up to this stuff for you.
Oh, it smells good in here. You know, I love hotel waffles.
Do you?
Oh, they're so good.
No, you just come on by any morning.
God, that sounds like a plan.
All right, this is the father. There's a different phone number here for the mother that I did not attempt to call. I only tried to call the father from that. That's our main one. And that's who the room's registered to now. But I knew I had the mother's ID in here somewhere.
Do you have the father's phone number?
It's right there, right above you. You guys are already here when I realized I had
Sure.
a different phone number, so I hadn't tried to call her.
So you said you talked to them?
I tried to call him. I tried twice.
And you said you never had any contact with him? Or he said
He
like,
never, nobody spoke. So I don't know if he just couldn't hear me, maybe, but he hung up.
all right, if you guys can just hang out in here, I'll be back in a few minutes to talk to you, okay?
The officer tried reaching the parents but got no answer. They then contacted DCFS, who were already familiar with the family, which has 8 children. The 2 left in the room were a newborn and a 4-year-old, who, according to DCFS, has cancer.
Is it your baby brother or sister? I'm sorry?
Yeah, and one of those kids that got left in the
Brother?
hotel.
Okay, that's what I thought. You're just so little. Do you know how old he is?
4-year-old.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you upset.
Whoa. Hi. How are you? Where's mommy and daddy?
Hey, Robert.
Did you ask her, did they know how long they've been in there by themselves?
They say they don't know. I said, when was the last time you've seen them? They said it's been a while since they've seen the parents. But then I spoke to DFAX. They're very regular with these people because they have like 8 kids.
Oh, okay.
So this is not their first encounter with DFAX.
Okay.
And apparently the parents are homeless. So I don't know if they have a vehicle or not.
She said they have a car.
They do.
I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous.
That makes me mad. I'm not even a father. Yeah.
The mother arrived 30 minutes later.
How are you? Where's your husband at?
He's at work.
Where's he work?
In Jefferson by JBS Terminal.
Okay. Did you leave those 2 kids by themselves in that
I
room?
did. I don't have enough space in my car.
Okay.
And she was sleeping and I was rushing.
But your husband was already gone to work?
Yeah.
When he left for work, the 2 kids were with you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
Oh, DFAX.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
She just told on herself.
How old are you?
Free the
12.
husband.
No, he's on the floorboard. One who looks underage, the other age of 8, in the front seat. Definitely not the weight limit to be in the front seat, but one's in the floorboard right there. Oh, my God.
If you want to take the child restraint charge, you can.
All right, there with the child. That baby's in the floorboard. I don't have enough room in my car, but I can leave my newborn baby by herself. His or herself. Are we taking a warrant for the mail too?
No. That's
You
why
would
I
leave a
asked.
newborn in a
Whenever he left
hotel
for
with a 4-year-old.
She
You
was
would take
here
the
with the
other
kids.
bigger kid and
She
somebody
said
you didn't
yes.
have no room in your
She's the one
car.
who left the
You
kids.
should have took the newborn baby and left the older children.
It's freaking ridiculous.
Like,
is what
make
it
it
is.
make
I really want
sense.
y'all to just take these kids. 'cause
Probably is
This
my
woman-
worker. Is my worker here? Oh.
Are you the supervisor?
Yeah.
It's not safe.
She doesn't deserve to be a mother.
Oh yeah, I know.
There was a
The other
child.
2 kids went to the hospital.
Oh, did they? Are they on Ranchella?
No, they're going to walk their own.
Okay.
There's also a child that was on the floorboard in the back of the car.
That's what Mama told me.
She's going to jail.
Can we speak to her now?
You can. Sorry. No, you're good.
All right, I got some questions for you. So, what time did you leave this
Crazy
morning?
work.
I didn't leave this morning.
No offense, but if you're paying more than $30 a month on car
Hold on,
insurance,
y'all.
you're getting ripped
Commercials
off. Everybody
be
knows you can buy
nuts.
car insurance online. But did you know there's an Amazon for
I had left earlier. I thought I had left at 1:52, but I left before you guys came. Yeah.
Okay,
Because
so
I had to go pick them up at 2 o'clock.
you go pick them up at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
How long were you gone?
Not that long.
It must be
You're saying
free.
you just left. You didn't leave them before that.
No, I didn't.
Hey,
So was this part
Jen.
here all day then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, did you take your husband to work?
No. His coworker takes him to work.
So, does anyone else drive this vehicle?
Just me and my husband.
Okay. So, you said you've been here all day.
Yeah, all morning. Yeah.
So, okay. So, I'm just trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
So, the only time you left here today was to go pick them up.
Yeah.
So, your husband was the one that took them to school.
In the morning.
Huh?
In the morning?
That's what you said, right? This car has not left this parking lot at all this morning.
No, sir.
Interesting. I just want to know because it was driving at 9 o'clock this morning because I have several cameras that surround the city of this, and it was driving. That's how I figured out what car you're driving.
I didn't think this morning.
This car was driving 9 o'clock this morning, all the way from 8 o'clock to 9.
No, sir, because after my kids go to school,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in here with them.
It's time to be truthful.
I'm sorry?
It's time to be truthful. So this car hasn't left the parking lot this morning. How does that transpire? Because you were driving. Okay? Don't lie to me. This is going to dig yourself in a deeper hole. So you're getting caught in your lie.
Okay, how many kids do you have?
8.
8. So that's, how many are we counting for there? You said you had 3 boys,
4 girls, 4 boys.
and you said you
I
had
had the 3
you
boys.
had the 3 boys with you, and you went to pick up 2 girls.
Yeah.
So I'm missing 3 kids. Where are they at?
The 2's here in the room, and then my oldest daughter, she's at school.
She's in middle school.
Even
Okay.
So were any kids left alone this morning?
just my 2.
Same ones?
Yeah.
So
Mess it up.
8:23 this morning, sorry to cut you off. She was going southbound on 81. She hit again at 8:30, 8:58, 9 o'clock, 9:12, 1:50, 2:23, and then 2:24 when she was coming back northbound.
And she was going to look for us 316.
Yes, ma'am.
So where the hell she was going? Where was the kids? They were with her?
No. The 2 that she said that we found inside were still left here.
By themselves.
Yes.
Yes.
While the others were out and about with her.
Yes. Miss Tamara, where's your husband at?
He's at work.
He's at work? So what time did he go to bed work last night?
10 last night.
Okay, and he hasn't come home since?
No.
Where is he at now?
He's still at work.
How long are his shifts?
So you're
He's
telling me
still
he's
supervising.
almost working a 24-hour shift?
Not a 24-hour shift, but he's been working past 12 hours. A few of his people called out, and so he took up the extra work because we needed the money. Yeah. So he took the extra work, the extra load for me.
So he worked from 10 last night, and he's still working at 3:15 today?
I just spoke to him, and so did the lady too. She just spoke to him as well.
What did he say?
He said he's still at work.
He said he's still at work?
Yeah. He's usually his coworker is there, but because he had to work.
What's the number that you called?
Uh,
Because I'm going to speak to them.
his phone number?
No, the number that you called so I can confirm he's still at work.
Oh,
Because it's kind of hard to believe anything you're telling me right now if I'm being straight up honest
I
with you.
understand,
Because
and I apologize for that.
you
so-
can't outsmart
I
me.
know. I'm not trying to.
Okay. What's a good phone number for it? The one that you called that you spoke with? The one
Yeah,
that
I don't have
I...
his job number.
So who did you just call?
His number,
Okay, what is
or
it?
my daughter's cell phone. He has my daughter's cell phone.
Hello?
Hello, is this Francis?
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is Officer Lucas with the Line Police Department. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Okay. So I have a quick couple questions for you if you don't mind speaking with me.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your location right now?
Right now I'm at my job.
Okay, so what time did you go to work this morning?
I think about 12 o'clock.
You got off at 12 o'clock?
Yeah.
What time did you go in last night?
About 10. Yeah.
Okay, so you left for work last night and you got off at 12.
Yeah.
And you just been hanging out at your job the whole time?
Yeah, I was waiting for my coworker to get off, but most of the time I get off early and, we both work the same shift, so he just dropped me off.
And what's your coworker's name?
Is Mike.
So you're saying you went in at 11 last night and got off at 12 this afternoon and you just been hanging out at the office waiting on your buddy to take you home?
Yeah. Most of the time he would drop me off or something like that. Yeah.
Did is this your wife, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's my wife.
She took you to work last night?
Yeah, she dropped me off.
Okay, so I'm assuming she took you to work at 8:30 last night is when she usually left?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, all right. I appreciate your help. Okay, quick question. So I was kind of unable to get in contact with your husband. So, just give me a second.
I'm sorry.
So he said he went to work at what time last night about?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Okay,
Yes.
I got you. And you were here with the kids when he left, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Hey, Miss Davis.
who took him to work?
His coworker?
His coworker. What's his coworker's name?
I think his name is Sam.
name is Sam.
I don't know him like that.
Okay. All right. Once again,
Yes, sir.
how many times are you gonna lie to me?
I don't know what I'm lying about, sir. I don't know.
What did Sam take him to work in? What does Sam drive?
I don't know. I don't know his coworker like that.
So explain to us why your car is hitting on flock at the time that he's supposed to be at work last night.
I'm sorry?
Your car is hitting on flock cameras.
Mm-hmm.
We have flock cameras that takes a picture of your tag anywhere you go.
Yes, sir.
And at the time that you're
Exactly,
telling us that he has to go to work,
At 10 o'clock. Yes.
it's hitting on flock cameras heading right towards Oakwood where he works.
And he also told me that you drove him. So how many times are you gonna lie? So did you leave the kids here all by themselves last night?
I left them with their older sister.
Here.
Yes, sir.
Do you let the kids with the 13-year-old?
Yes, sir.
Is she able to take care of herself and everybody else in a reasonable manner?
Yes, sir.
How do you prove that?
She's very responsible.
As in what?
She gets good grades at school.
Okay, that doesn't make you responsible to take care of a newborn baby, does it?
No, but the newborn baby was with me because I have to breastfeed him.
Huh?
The newborn baby was with me.
Okay.
Because I have to breastfeed him.
How far is your daughter's school from here?
Like 10 minutes.
So in my opinion,
yes, sir.
Might be a fact, because like I said, I'm probably right, like I have been, right? You didn't just go and drop a book bag off at her school that takes 10 minutes to do, right?
I'm sorry?
You were driving, what was the reason for you going to where you went this morning?
This morning, I just dropped off her backpack.
And then came straight back here?
Yes.
Took you over an hour to do that?
No, I didn't. I promise you, so I didn't say an hour. I promise you.
Ma'am, I have all the records.
I know. Right when I dropped off her backpack, I came straight back here. And I stayed with the kids. We were all up in the room.
Doesn't look that way.
This company is going
You
viral
just go
for
ahead
its
and
new
stop
process
lying
that gives
because
you
you don't
permanent
know
teeth
that
in
the
just
hotel
24
people
hours. If you're
already
missing
done
5 or
told
more
them.
teeth,
So you
Nuvia
might as well
Dental.
just tell the truth.
By the way, your baby's got taken up to the hospital, okay? I don't know if anybody told you that.
And that baby got cancer.
Your
y'all.
newborn baby was very congested.
Yeah, he just had a cold.
Yeah, he was very, very congested. So I had EMS check them out just to make sure they were medically okay.
Yeah.
And due to him being congested and stuff, they just took him right up here to Winder.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. Thank you.
At least I'm going to fill you in on that.
Thank you.
Well, I don't think
Driving
you're gonna
around
get
like
it.
this with one of them sitting in the floorboard, if you were to get in a car accident, your baby would die. That baby would be dead. You know? I know you don't have no help and stuff like that. I understand.
It's tough.
I can understand. I'm a parent. I understand.
The woman's sister and mother were contacted and took temporary custody of the children.
Do you understand what's going on? You're going to be arrested, okay? All right.
My ID's in the car. I know if you don't.
We already know. We got you. We know who you are. So if you just want to go ahead and, or we can walk over to the car where your kids ain't got to watch it or anything like that. So that way we can do that. We're going to go to the pink car. Simple.
Yeah, are you taking it?
We're going to, yeah, if it's going to the jail with you, she'll take it for you. They'll put it in your personal property so you can make
Will
a
I be
phone
able
call.
to use it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll be able to make it. Once you're booked in and all, you'll be able to make a phone call. So listen, you're going to go for 2 accounts of cruelty to children.
Okay.
Okay. And also 2 accounts of reckless conduct.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Okay. That's all I'm going to charge you with. I'm not going to charge you with the way the car seats are or anything like that. Okay. I'm going to let all that slide this time.
Thank you.
But in the future, if all this works out for you,
yes, sir.
make sure the car seats are fastened in properly. Because none of those car seats are seat belted in properly.
Oh my God.
None of them. I picked them all up out of the seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just make sure in the future that they are. Okay.
You know.
Don't let them ride in the floorboard. All right.
The woman was initially charged with 2 counts of reckless
Now,
conduct.
I don't
and 2
know
counts
if
of cruelty to
the
children.
boyfriend is the
The
father
cruelty
of all the
charges were later
children. I
dropped,
don't know.
but the reckless conduct charges remained, and 4 additional counts of child safety restraint violation were added. In September 2024, she pled guilty to all 6 charges and was sentenced to 24 months, with 150 days to be served in confinement and the remainder on probation.
Okay.
However, she was granted credit for time served from the date of her arrest in April through her sentencing in September, meaning she ultimately did not serve additional time behind bars. We do not have any updated information from DCFS, but it is reasonable to assume the case remains ongoing.
Wow. Like you gotta you can't do kids like that. And then on top of it, y'all, the baby had, hold on, y'all. I'm just looking for this other story. The baby, y'all, had cancer, y'all. Man. Yes. Anything could have happened to that baby in that hotel. And the other baby, the other baby didn't know what to do. 24 months, I just feel, okay, there ain't nothing I can say, but I just feel like she should have just got a little more than what she got. But okay. She's out of jail. I hope she don't have the kids right now. I hope she can go to some parents and classes and try to get the help that she needs. Because it seems like to me she was very overworked with those children. Now, I don't know the father background. Was he really helping her, providing for her? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get this other story to come up. Wow. Like, I'm like, girl, why would you leave a 4-year-old watching a 2-week-old baby? Like, you can't be kidding me. Okay, I got it. All right, this is a sad story here too, y'all. Ooh, Lord, child. When I heard this one right here, I was like, damn. I wanted to do this one last week, but I didn't. So let's check it out today. Okay, let's check.
Mikey Sherrill voted to raise taxes on New Jersey families, and she has no idea what to do as governor.
If you could pass one piece of legislation, what would it be?
Wow.
Like, some of these people need to stop having all them goddamn kids. I'm being honest.
With all the exterior wood stains out there, it can be hard to choose. Or not.
Okay.
Look closely. For the first time, we're seeing video of a woman retrieving a gun moments before she murdered her wife.
Yes,
in November
Brittany,
2022,
the baby had cancer.
Shakaya Perkins shot out of the house she shared with her wife, Cornisha Perkins, stuck to her car, and came back with a gun in her left hand. Then Shakaya shot Cornisha in the head and killed her.
Mother of 4, Cornisha Butler was murdered on November 16, 2022, by her enraged ex-girlfriend Shakaya Perkins, who refused to allow Cornisha to be successful and happy without her. She harassed and threatened Cornisha for a number of months. Shakaya had gone to Cornisha's house only a few days before the murder and set fire to her pink Mercedes and Jeep, 2 of Cornisha's most prized possessions. It is quite evident that Shakaya intended to ruin Cornisha's life, and in the end, she was successful in accomplishing her goal by robbing Cornisha of the one thing that was most valuable to her: her life. Why was someone with a clear history of violence and dangerous behavior granted bond in the first place, especially when they were under a court order to stay away from the very woman they ended up harming? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Atlanta, Georgia. Cornisha and Shakaya were in a relationship that was filled with conflict for a total of 6 years. Both of them were originally from Memphis, Tennessee, but they decided to make the journey to Atlanta, Georgia, in search of better job possibilities. Things immediately went from bad to worse as they reached Atlanta, where they were staying. They had a contentious relationship. They were always at odds with one another, and their relationship had become toxic. At some point, Cornisha came to the conclusion that she needed to end the relationship, so she broke up with Shakaya. However, Shakaya did not agree with this decision and became very angry. Cornisha became the target of Shakaya's threats, harassment, and stalking. She employed every creepy and exploitative strategy imaginable in an effort to capture Cornisha's attention. On the 13th of September 2021, Shakaya made an effort to force Cornisha off the road. And despite the fact that she was able to escape the collision unscathed, her vehicle had damage on both the driver's side and the passenger side. She was finally able to go to a secure location, at which point she quickly contacted her friend to tell her about the terrible experience. She messaged, "Fool, Shakaya just tried to run off the road," to which her friend messaged back, "What do you mean? She tried to hurt herself or she tried to run you off the road?" Cornisha messaged back, "Yes, she hit my car both ways." On September 25, 2021, a couple of weeks after that incident, police were called to Cornisha's home after receiving a report that a car was on fire in the driveway. Upon arrival, they saw that her Jeep Wrangler had been completely consumed by flames. The fire spread from Cornisha's Jeep Wrangler to her pink Mercedes-Benz, which was parked next to her Jeep. After that, Shakaya was arrested and charged with 4 felonies, but she was released on bail after serving just 8 days behind bars. After that incident, Cornisha decided she wanted Shakaya out of her life forever and wanted to protect herself and her children. Therefore, she decided to petition the court for a protection order. A court has granted a request for a restraining order for a period of 1 year. Regrettably, despite the domestic violence, the criminal charges, and the restraining order, it doesn't take long for Kernesha to make the decision to allow Shakia back into her life, which was a breach of the restraining order. Shakia even uploaded a video of her and Kernesha on Facebook on Valentine's Day of this year, along with a message, "Happy Valentine's Day to my sweet and sour wife, us against the world. Remember that 6 years of toxic love I wouldn't do with no one else but you, my love." Kernesha eventually finds herself in a position to no longer interested in maintaining the relationship, and she decides to move on permanently. Not only was she delighted, but for the first time in the 6-year relationship with Shakia, she felt free from the constant negativity and abuse. She was thrilled about the future as she prepared to move ahead by buying a new house for herself and her children. She went as far as posting images of her new house on Facebook with the caption, "Been in Atlanta going on 2 years. The best decision we could have made. My kids been through hell and back with me. It's only right I give them a life I never had." She was attempting to lead a life that was happy and unbothered. Sadly, soon tragedy would strike. On November 16, 2022, Shakia stormed into Kernesha's home, shooting her in front.
Now, y'all, I don't know why the judge would let this woman back home. She burnt up both of her cars, and the judge had her, she couldn't go near the house with the kids or her. She had a restraining order on her also. So I just don't understand, why would the judge even let this lady back on the streets, and she burnt up this lady 2 cars. I think sometimes the system fails people too, a lot of times, and it causes people their lives, messing with this system out here. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times these people go to jail, they should not be granted to come home. They are dangerous. They're dangerous people. And this lady was very dangerous.
Front of her son, who was only 2 years old at the time. Additionally present in the home was Kernesha's mother at the time.
Pretty.
As a result of the stroke that she suffered, her mother is unable to assist her daughter in any way. Fortunately, Kernesha's 3 daughters were at school and did not witness the murder. When they finally returned home, they learned that their mother had been murdered. Shakia's wicked and malicious plot was revealed in text messages that she sent to Kernesha before she was murdered. She messaged, "Okay, pay your insurance. My mind is made up.
Look at how
You
beautiful
will be dead
it is.
soon, so keep talking. That's what I want you to do. I'm going for first degree, not second." And I stamp that. Yep, it's all fun and joke until you're scared for your life and show the police these messages. Perkins was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, possession of a firearm or weapon, and cruelty to children as posted by the Fulton County Police Department.
New at 6, a Channel 2 Action News exclusive.
Thank you,
Look
Robert.
closely. For the first time, we're seeing video of a woman retrieving a gun moments before she murdered her wife. She's now pleaded guilty to the crime, and Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live in Midtown Atlanta.
There'll be no
Mark,
justice
there
at
were
all.
allegations of domestic violence before the murder, but that suspect got out on bond.
Yeah, a prosecutor with the Fulton County DA's Domestic Violence Division says while the video shows the killer getting the gun moments before this murder, his experience looking at abusive relationships shows how often victims sadly stay in or return to a relationship even as the violence escalates.
There is always someone to talk to at New Jersey's 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Whether you're facing mental health struggles or substance use concerns, the 988.
She would kept her ass
In
in
the
jail where
Perkins
she
case,
belonged.
it is a wife who kills her wife. There had been escalating violence.
In November 2022, Shakia Perkins shot out of the house she shared with her wife, Cornisha Perkins, stuck to her car, and came back with a gun in her left hand. Then Shakia shot Cornisha in the head and killed her, says Fulton County Senior Assistant District Attorney Travis Thomas.
Pretty soon after we showed that video, she decided to take the plea.
He says last month, Shakia Perkins pled guilty to murder and more.
She ultimately pled to life with the possibility of parole. That was a plea deal that was offered. So
No, she don't need
she
no
admitted
parole.
everything.
Thomas says though they shared the bond of matrimony on the day of the murder, Shakia Perkins should not have been near her wife because Shakia was out on bond totaling $70,000 on charges of aggravated assault, criminal damage to property, terroristic threats, felony, and arson first degree. Conditions including must not come within 200 yards of the victim in those alleged incidents, which was Cornisha.
She tried to run Cornisha off the road in her car.
Yeah, and you see what I'm saying,
this all happened
y'all?
within months
She
of this
burnt the
incident.
girl both cars up that she paid money for. This woman had a good life. She had things going on in her life. Okay. She burnt both of the woman cars up. Then she tried to run her off the road, and the judge let this lady home. They released this lady. This lady should have never, ever been able to come back home. She was a danger to people. This lady here should have been here today with her children. But no, she wasn't, because the justice system failed her.
Also, there was an incident where she set Cornisha's car. She had a Jeep. Set her car on fire in the driveway.
Thomas says in the vehicle arson, a person believed to be Shakaya Perkins can be seen on doorbell video in the vicinity of the fire. And in another incident, she kicked the door of a residence where Cornisha temporarily stayed. The prosecutor says charges relating to the alleged incidents before the murder were dismissed since Shakaya Perkins agreed to plead guilty in the murder case and accept a life with the possibility of parole sentence. Prosecutor Thomas told us he's a former Army officer who did 2 tours in Iraq. But his work as a domestic violence prosecutor in...
Yes, we do expect the system to protect us, Robert. We do. That's what they're here for. They are here to protect us. And that's their job, to protect us. Right? She went and got a restraining order, right? Which we know sometimes that people don't care about restraining orders. But with the crime that this lady had already done to this lady, if the system would have kept her ass in jail where she belonged she would be here today with her children. So the system is here to protect us when it comes to certain situations, okay? And they fail us sometimes. They really do. They even fail our children at some points. So that's not a true statement. They are here to protect us, especially when you're going there and you're asking for help. You're telling them what's going on, and they reject you. I've uncovered a lot of cases on my platform where the justice systems have failed people, and they end up where? Unalived.
In Fulton County has showed him the toll escalating violence can take.
Recognize domestic violence and seek help. There's a lot of organizations out there that will help.
A transcript indicates the defense said, "My client has never been in real trouble before. You know, this was a toxic relationship that I think both families just wished that they had gone their separate ways.
Toxic.
And it's just not what happened. They kept trying to work it out." District Attorney Fonnie Willis.
We here in Fulton County need to do what they've done all across the country and create a family justice center. So the victims here, when they are going through this abuse, they have somewhere to go and resources to help them to rebuild their lives.
In 2022, we covered that bond a judge gave in the earlier alleged incidents, a statement then attributed to Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis said, in part, my office opposed bond in this case. Cases involving domestic violence often involve ongoing danger to the victim. We tried to reach out in a number of ways to the defense attorney today.
This murder of a young mother was intentional,
Look at her
unreasonable,
beautiful kids,
and committed
y'all.
in cold blood by a jealous ex who was envious and couldn't stand being rejected.
If you've got pink salt, apple cider vinegar, and baking soda in your kitchen and you're not using this recipe yet, you're throwing...
On the day when Cornisha was killed, Shakaya released a cryptic message on Facebook about starting over again and forgetting the past. She wrote, "This new me ain't nothing nice. Yeah, I changed my mindset. Woke up and realized, let the regrets go. God keep changing me for the better." Cornisha is remembered fondly by her friends and family as a supportive and caring mother of 4, who put forth a lot of effort to provide a wonderful life for both herself and her children. Sadly, in spite of all the warning signs and her loving and forgiving heart, she failed to take the danger seriously, and she was just unable to distance herself from Shakaya. But because of Shakaya's selfish actions, 4 of her children will never again have a mother to call their own. Cornisha's loved one recently shared a message on Facebook, "My baby, my sister, my girl. I've been trying to process this all day, and I can't. I can't, Nisha. I have no words. I'm so lost right now. My heart is hurting so bad. I'm sick to my stomach. We have gotten so close. Sisters. After Dad left us, we made a promise. We never went a morning without talking to each other. Her brother also writes my sister, my twin, my ribs, my mommy, my other half of me. My scar from this is deep and probably can't be fixed. I love you more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to
that's
be
what
your
it was, too.
protection.
She was jealous.
I remember
She
you
was
told
very
me you'll have
rejection.
my back through whatever. Now I'm here breaking down in tears. What happened to Cornisha Butler was a tragedy. She finally wanted to move on and create a better life for her and her children, and she should have been allowed to do that. My condolences to her friends and family and to all of those who loved her. She should be here. May you find a way to heal from your pain. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
That is so sad, y'all. And you know, she missed. I ain't gonna say she missed a lot of red flags because she seen the red flags. They was there. What I will say is, I think she had the relationship was so toxic. You know, it was hard to break loose because sometimes when you are in a toxic relationship, it is hard to break loose from that relationship. You know, even she took the girl back. You know, that was her wife. You know, she took her back. Now, a lot of people will say, I want to took her back. But sometimes things is easier said than done. You know? The relationship was toxic the whole 6 years. The whole 6 years, y'all, it was toxic. Okay, I think I'm going to do this one here. I don't know if we're saying this one, but let's go. Oh, man, these...
¿Ha tenido un accidente? Comuníquese con las oficinas legales de Brandon J. Broderick. Con un...
And sometimes women do see signs and they just say, I don't know. And see, young men.
Shot
oh Lord, let me say,
his longtime girlfriend, the mother of his children, who is pregnant with his child. He murdered her. So if he will do that, he will murder anybody.
Precious had a unusual sadness about her. To me, she was a special kind of person. She was wonderful, but when she did smile, she smiled, and she loved her children.
This is the story of Precious Taste, a mother of 7, 4 months pregnant, and finally finding peace after surviving a violent past with the man she once trusted.
It's hard for
At
both
32,
parties.
she had begun building a life
They
centered on her
gaslight each
children,
other.
love, and second chances. But on a quiet Wednesday morning, a loud crash woke up everyone in her Dayton home. Within moments, gunfire erupted.
Yeah, they're
And when the
both
smoke
struggling,
cleared,
you
Precious,
know?
her unborn baby, and a sleeping teenage guest were gone. She had no idea that her ex, Nicole Nico Cunningham Jr., was still lurking in the shadows. Armed, angry, and ready to kill. What could possess a man to break into a woman's home and murder her while her children slept just feet away? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Dayton, Ohio. Precious Taste was a 32-year-old mother with a nurturing heart and an open spirit. She was the proud mom of 7 children, 2 of them 4-year-old twins she shared with her ex-boyfriend, Nicole Nico Cunningham Jr.
Hey, and you know what? I forgot I had a fucking baby in the back, yo. I got a fucking baby in the back, yo. Damn. I got a baby in the back seat. What's up with Bud?
Despite a rocky relationship marked by violence, Precious was known for trying to make things work, forgiving more than most could bear. But she was also growing stronger. Family members say she had finally decided to walk away for good.
I mean, he
And she
already
had
looked like he
reason
was
to.
retarded.
In 2022, Cunningham had stabbed her during an argument, an act so violent, he ended up in prison. She posted about this abuse online. Don't know where to start with her. I can write a book. We made it through some times. We made it through broken ribs, knives. Life tried to take her before she could breathe this air. Now she's one. The strongest person I know. I love you. I'm so proud to be your mother. Happy birthday, Nakobe. At the time of the 2024 shooting, he was out on parole for that very stabbing. And though their relationship had officially ended, he remained a looming figure in her life. Staying at Precious's home at the time was Deontay Johnson, a 16-year-old high school freshman from Trotwood, Ohio. Known affectionately as Day Day, Deontay was a vibrant teen who loved fashion, music, and making people laugh. He wasn't involved in drama. He wasn't in the streets. He was a family friend staying the night and was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. The night before the murders, Cunningham and Precious had gotten into a heated argument, reportedly about her car. She told him she was keeping it, that she was moving on. Witnesses say Cunningham left the house that evening. But his silence wasn't peace, it was premeditation. At approximately 6:20 a.m. on May 22, 2024, a chilling 911 call came from inside Precious's home on Shaftesbury Road in Dayton. The woman on the phone whispered, "He's back. I heard glass break. I'm hiding with the kids." When police arrived, they walked into a nightmare. Precious Taste lay dead inside the home. She had been shot multiple times. Deontay Johnson was also found, his young body riddled with bullets, killed as he slept. And the baby she carried, gone before it ever had a chance. Police say Cunningham broke in through a window, climbed inside, and opened fire without hesitation. He reportedly shot Deontay first, before chasing Precious through the house and gunning her down. Inside the home at the time were another woman and 2 children, all of whom survived by hiding during the gunfire. After the killings, Cunningham fled in Precious's white Chevy Malibu. The vehicle was later found abandoned in nearby Trotwood. Cunningham had vanished. Police wasted no time. Dayton homicide detectives, U.S. Marshals, and the Southern Ohio Fugitive Apprehension Strike Team launched an intensive manhunt.
Back in our area now, brand new information after that double homicide involving a young pregnant mother and a 16-year-old boy in Dayton yesterday morning. Now, police are actively searching for the suspect, Nicole Cunningham Jr.
For senior women who
it's
keep
not
going
only
strong, discover lightweight all-day comfort in your new wardrobe.
Some people just can't take rejection.
One instant lift,
it hurts them
ultra-wide
bad.
straps.
Yeah, Lydia Bice heard from Dayton police today. So Lydia, what exactly is the latest in this investigation?
Elise, the major and heartbreaking update that we received today is that one of the victims in that double homicide on Shaftesbury Road was pregnant. 32-year-old Precious Taste was 4 months pregnant and leaves behind twin 4-year-olds. Police also told us today that the suspect in this case is the father of her children. His name is Nicole Cunningham Jr. He goes by Nico. He is still on the loose, and police say do not approach him by any means whatsoever.
He shot his longtime girlfriend, the mother of his children, who was pregnant with his child. He murdered her. So if he will do that, he will murder anybody.
The Dayton Police Department is continuing their search for Nicole Cunningham Jr., the man accused of shooting 16-year-old Deontay Johnson and 32-year-old Precious Taste at 6:20 on Wednesday morning.
I will add this morning that Miss Taste was 4 months pregnant at the time of her murder.
The suspect, Cunningham Jr., is the father of Miss Taste's twin 4-year-olds and the unborn child that was killed on Wednesday. He has a lengthy criminal history with former charges of felonious assault, child endangering, and abduction.
He is presently on parole for felonious assault, where he stabbed our victim.
Miss Lewis, absolutely, and I say that all the time. I always
Here are
say
the
that.
latest photos of Cunningham Jr., but it
I
is
always say that.
imperative
Absolutely.
that if you see him,
you
do
gotta
not
stop at some
approach
point in your
him.
life.
So just be very cautious if you see him. Call the.
When you start seeing these men get aggressive like that, you got to stop taking them back. 9 times out of 10, toxic people, they're not going to change, whether it's a man or a woman. They're set in their ways. That's who they are. That's who they always was when you met them. You know, it just took them a little time for that mask to fall off, for you to see their behavior, you know, and then, you know, you sit here, you start having all these fucking kids and all this shit, and then, you know, fell in love, and you don't want to leave, and, you know, you lose your life. You lose your life, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's really not. Just like the other story I just did. I don't understand, why would she even take this woman back when she done sat there and burnt up your cars, try to run you off the road, you know what I'm saying? Then you took her back. You shouldn't have done that. Men and women, right? You got to start to being smarter than you are. Okay? Now, I done did some crazy shit in my life, but God damn it, I'm not scared of rejections. I'm not. Because I'm a type of bitch, I like peace, right? So I feel like when you fucking me over, when you're doing shit wrong to me, if you leave, it is what it is. Bitch, let's let me cry for a couple of days, motherfucker, or cry for a couple of months. Motherfucker, I get over it, okay? Because I'd rather have my life. I'm not going to keep taking no man back in my life, going to keep abusing me, whether it's physically, mentally, emotional. I don't care. I'm not going to keep dealing with that, okay? Now, when you're married, it's kind of like different. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to obtain an attorney. You got to see what find another place to live, and especially if it's kids involved. You know what I'm saying? You just got to sit and think things out. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're married and it's kids involved. You understand what I'm saying? But don't keep wasting the system time going to getting restraining orders, getting the man locked up. Then you're going to take the man back while you still got the restraint on the man. You're still sleeping with the man. And all of this. You're wasting the system's time. Then when it's time for court, you don't go to court. Then he off again. And then he's nice to you again. Then 2 weeks later, he back beating your ass, blacking your eye. Like, what the fuck is we doing here? It is crazy. It's crazy. I mean, and I'm not only saying this for men, because you got women out here to do the same shit. They're abusive to men, and men take them back also. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's kids involved, and some men, they love their kids. They try to make it work and shit like this. But at some point, men and women got to understand, and they have to see when this is enough. I got to get out of here. I can't take this no more. It is what it is. Some men and women cannot take rejection. And if you leave them, this is what they do. And that's why you have to get to know a person before you start sitting there having kids by them, and you want to get married in 2 months, and the man go to fucking jail, and when the motherfucker come home, you want him back. And I mean, some of this shit is just, it's crazy. It's just crazy. It does not make no sense. Like, come on now. I ain't calling men stupid, women stupid. I'm not doing none of that. But goddamn, you got to get smarter than what you is. When you see these red flags, you got to pay attention, because they are there. And I'm never going to say a man and a woman doesn't see red flags, because we all see red flags. But we choose to stay there. Why? I'm not going to say we love the abuse. I'm going to say the love got you there. You're blindsided. And nowadays there's so much narcissist people going around. You can't dictate who's a narcissist, who's not, who's just a toxic motherfucker. I mean, it's just so hard in the world today. But if you give yourself time to see who a person really is, trust me, if you give yourself at least a year time, you know what I'm saying, to really get to know a person, you will know. Because that mask going to fall off before maybe 4 or 5 months. Okay? Because guess what? You're going to say something they don't like, and they're going to go in a rage. Okay? You may do something they don't like. You may try to have a conversation with them, and they don't agree. And that shit will show. But sometimes men and women don't give themselves time to see the red flags. Because what they want to do, oh, that's my boyfriend. That's my girlfriend. No, y'all should be friends. You get to know each other. Get to know the guy, mother, father. Same thing about the female. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fathers not in their daughters' lives. So, okay, I'll let that flow. But when a guy or a woman sometimes, that their moms is not around, that's a little question mark right there. But I'm not going to say the father, because sometimes fathers, they run off and they never be in their children's life. It's just so much that women and men can see if they just open up their eyes and give themselves a chance. That's all I'm saying.
The police utilize Crime Stoppers
The first red flag, I'm
222
out.
stop.
You better say
Fast
it.
reward, only anonymous. You can do it online through the app. But that's, don't approach. Call 911. Get police help.
This is a tragic case of
man was
domestic
very
violence,
dangerous.
and sadly, it's not rare in our community.
Man, we struggle with domestic violence all the time. But when I say we, I mean, I don't mean the city of Dayton. I mean, as a society.
And another thing, y'all, when you, and I think a lot of entrepreneurs does this and they should not do it. When you meet a guy, right? Or if a guy meet a woman and she's an entrepreneur, and you start to put them in your social media so people can start to see them right away, and they like it, they loving it. Oh, let's go live, let's do this, let's do that. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because narcissists, women and men, they love social media. They love to be put in the spotlight. They love for people to see them because they want people to see nothing but good in them. Okay? So that's why I feel like when you are an entrepreneur, whether you're a man or a woman, I feel like when you meet someone, I feel like you shouldn't like dedicate them into your videos right away, into your lives. Start to going out to dinner, put them on your lives, put them on your lives in your house, around your. I just feel like none of that shit should be done. I feel like that shit should be done off camera. This is what you built for you and your children, or this is what you built for just yourself. Why to bring a man in what you built and you don't even know this man yet? Okay, what you're doing, you're giving this man ammunition. Okay, the first thing he'll do, he'll use you, bill off of you, eat off of you. Okay, learn how to start his page. Okay, and things will start to get nasty, right? Then you know what I'm saying. Things can lead into to like this lady got on a live, the girl, because I believe this girl was jealous of her because she was an entrepreneur. Okay, look at the things that she had. And from what I see, this lady had it before she married this lady. So jealousy can kick in real quick. So I always say, if you're an entrepreneur, you're doing big things, you built this by yourself, don't do that. Don't do that. That's just my opinion. I can't tell everybody how to do it. And, it's just not a good look every time you meet somebody, you want to bring them up. You know what I'm saying? You want to bring them up on your live. Yeah, I met him. This is my new friend. And for he's the boyfriend. And for he done moved the fuck in. And, this is just, it just don't make no sense. Okay? And I'm not saying everybody, but when you meeting someone and he don't meet your qualifications, meaning your standard of half of what you got, why the fuck do you want him? Because why the fuck do you think you can change this person? Why? Why? How many videos I done played up here that entrepreneurs was doing good and they brought a man into their life and they unalived them? How many stories I shared with y'all like that? These men getting out of jail, you bring them into your life. That's crazy. And women too. Women need to stop that. Men need to stop it. Women need to stop it. Don't be so quick to invite these women into your life. See what they got. See what they're about before you do that. Okay? Because I told you a narcissist likes that. Okay? They likes to find men and women that got something going on. Because they don't love you. They love what you got. They love what they see. And after a while, you're going to lose everything you got by dealing with them. So it's just something to think about.
Society, it is so prevalent, but we're always here. I mean, several years ago, the city of Dayton
thank you,
really
April.
supported the Dayton Police Department in the opening of the Family Justice Center just 2 blocks away in a non-police building that's family-oriented for children where victims of domestic violence and sexual assault can go to get help.
No offense, but if you're paying more than $30 a month on car insurance, you're getting ripped off.
shut the hell
Everybody
up.
knows you can buy car insurance online.
Cunningham Jr. left the scene of the crime yesterday morning in a white Chevy Malibu that Dayton police later found in Trotwood. Police also told us today that he was last seen with bright red and white on the ends of his hair and that he is armed and dangerous. They even told us that in his past criminal history, he even confronted police with a gun in his hand.
16-year-old Deontay's mother spoke out after his murder.
Why my son? Why?
Jennifer Lewis loved Precious Taste. In fact, she said the two families are good friends and they often visited each other's homes. But she also said that not very many people have been talking about her 16-year-old son that died in the same incident. And in fact, at this hour, she said no one knows where the person that killed her son is, including Dayton police. Nico Cunningham Jr. is on the loose at this hour.
Because why? Why go after a 16-year-old that you don't even know?
Jennifer Lewis's heart is breaking, asking questions no one can answer for her. She also told me it's not unusual for her son to be at Precious Taste's home.
Yeah, he's friends with the family. You know, we all go back and forth to each other's houses and go visit.
But she emphasized her son did not know Nico Cunningham Jr., whom police have accused of the killings.
He didn't know Nico at all. Nico just got out of jail. I don't even know Nico.
Lewis believes her 16-year-old son, Deontay Johnson, should never have been killed. She told us Deontay just wrapped up his freshman year at Trotwood High School, a school he loved.
He liked fashion. He liked clothes. So that was a school where he can go and he can be dressed to a T.
Lewis said Deontay, who she called Day-Day, was someone people, especially kids, gravitated towards, especially his own two younger brothers. But she says Nico Cunningham Jr. didn't care about any of that.
I'm 100% sure. I'm 100%. Wow. He was just on rage. He
killed 3 people.
Lewis believes Nico spent the overnight before the homicides going around town trying to track Precious Taste down. And when he broke in a side window of Taste's home, he killed her and her unborn son, but also killed Jennifer Lewis's son with no explanation.
He needs to be somewhere, sit down in a cage. People will never be the same anymore. We won't. We can try to make it better, but we'll never be the same.
The community was warned that Nicole Cunningham Jr. was armed, dangerous, and deeply unstable. As the days passed, tips trickled in. He was reportedly seen in Richmond, Indiana, and then believed to have traveled north toward Cleveland. And then, on July 23, 2024, 2 months after the murders, Ohio State Highway Patrol spotted a silver Chevrolet Equinox driving recklessly near Kinsman Avenue in Cleveland. The SUV had been linked to a recent armed robbery, and the driver matched Cunningham's description. Troopers attempted to stop the vehicle, but the suspect refused to pull over. A high-speed pursuit began through the streets of Cleveland. The OSHP's aviation unit tracked the vehicle from above. Cunningham eventually abandoned the SUV near Lakeview Avenue, disappearing into a wooded area near Osceola Avenue. Osceola Special Response Team, U.S. Marshals, and Cleveland PD moved in. Cunningham was found hiding inside an abandoned home just before 3:20 p.m. He was taken into custody without incident.
Right now, Nico Cunningham Jr. is in the Cuyahoga County Jail. This is his new mugshot.
We obtained this picture of Nico Cunningham after he was booked into jail in Cleveland. It shows he'd chopped off his distinctive red dreadlocks that were seen in pictures Dayton police released.
He was really trying to disguise himself. That's crazy.
Police say Cunningham killed Lewis's son. They also believe he killed Joyce Buckingham's neighbor, Precious Taste. Police believe she'd been a victim of violence at Cunningham's hands even before the fatal shootings.
To me, she was a special kind of person. She was wonderful, but when she did smile, she smiled, and she loved her children.
Once back in Montgomery County, Nicole Cunningham Jr. was indicted by a grand jury on a litany of charges. 4 counts of murder, Precious, Deontay, the unborn child, and possibly an upgraded charge, 2 counts of felonious assault, 1 count of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of domestic violence, 1 count of tampering with evidence, 1 count of having weapons while under disability, prior violent offense. He was booked into jail and held on $1 million bond. Neighbors held a balloon release in Precious's honor. Purple, her favorite color, filled the sky. 7 children now grow up without their mother. A teenager's future was erased. And a man with a violent past is now facing the rest of his life behind bars. This wasn't just a domestic violence case. It was a triple homicide that cut across generations. A woman, a teen, a baby never born. All taken by one man's rage. Everyone who knew and loved Precious came together to honor her memory and celebrate her life. They danced, laughed, and held each other close just the way she would have wanted. It was a final send-off filled with joy, music, and love before she was laid to rest. The turnout was overwhelming, a sea of cars stretched for blocks, all gathered for one reason. To say goodbye to Precious, on her terms, one last time. Now, Dayton is left grieving and remembering. They remember Precious for her love and warmth. They remember Deontay for his smile and energy. And they remember the moment this all could have been prevented. If only someone had taken Cunnigan's past more seriously. To anyone experiencing domestic violence, please don't stay silent.
Stop letting these men
There is help.
home.
There is hope. And your life matters. My deepest condolences to the families of Precious Taste and Deontay Johnson. May you continue to heal, and may justice bring even a small measure of peace. Thanks for watching Viral Crimes. I'll see you in the next.
Hold on, y'all. That's why I say sometimes these men men like this little thing here. This little thing should have never ever been able to come back on the street. Like I just didn't understand it. Like that don't make no sense to me. Like some of these men here, let them stay. Let's this one. I don't know. These people just
the flow.
And I can't stand when people mess with kids. That shit.
Girl, I fell. You got to flow.
Girl, that shit break my heart. Like, leave the kids alone.
2022, she's been back and forth with Child Protective Services to get custody of the girls.
I blame the system. Yes, I do. CPS and the courts, because if they would have just one person care in their heart about this child and listen to us, what we were saying, she wouldn't be dead right now.
This is the story of Jamari Amari Sessions, a bright and loving child who dreamed of becoming a veterinarian. But instead of nurturing animals, she found herself living in constant fear. After Jamaria's loving mother passed away from leukemia, Jamaria's father would take her from her mother's family after he was released from prison.
Remember this
Under the
story.
roof of her own father, Lowan Sessions,
The
and his evil wife.
The father took this little girl away from a good home when the mama died, and they abused this baby. Okay, but I'm gonna let y'all see the story. But I remember this story. I can't remember all of it, but I remember some of this story. Oh, hold on. I think I put it on mute. Okay, there we go.
Wife, Tyshal Elise Martin, Jamaria endured unimaginable abuse, punishments disguised as discipline, brutal beatings, and even death. As the shocking details of this case unfold, they reveal a level of cruelty so severe that even hardened investigators were left in tears. This is the story of a young girl whose cries for help were ignored until the unthinkable happened. What drove the people who were supposed to protect her to commit such horrifying acts? How could the suffering of a child go unnoticed until it was too late? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Montford, Florida, a small town known for its peaceful, picturesque landscapes and tight-knit community. But even in the most serene places, darkness can lurk behind closed doors. Amari Sessions was a bright, lively little girl who deserved a childhood filled with love and laughter.
Okay, so y'all, this is Blue's first car ride. He don't like it. And we didn't even go nowhere yet.
And he's sitting here crying.
So, let's see.
She was born on January 15, 2015 to Tadrina Dord and Lowan Sessions, and from the very beginning, she had a light in her that shined through. After her mother's tragic passing, she and her younger sister lived with their maternal grandmother, Althea Chenault, who showered them with love and stability. They lovingly address Althea as Nana. Jamaria was the kind of child who could make anyone smile. She had an infectious laugh and an imagination that knew no bounds. She adored animals, always talking about becoming a veterinarian when she grew up. Horses fascinated her, and she dreamed of one day riding them across open fields. But behind that bright spirit, there were struggles that no child should ever have to endure. In Jamaria Sessions' short life, two people shaped her fate in the most tragic way: her father, Lowan Sessions, and his girlfriend Tyshal Martin. Lowan, who had spent years in prison for child neglect and other crimes, had been absent for much of Jamaria's early years. Upon his release, he took Jamaria and her sister from their grandmother's care. However, instead of providing a safe and loving home, he subjected Jamaria to a world of torment. Tyshell, the woman he
took
brought
the
into their
grandmother to court to
lives,
get the
became
kids
the
back.
primary perpetrator of Jamaria's suffering. She treated Jamaria so harshly, often resorting to physical abuse against the innocent child. While Tyshell carried out much of the abuse, Lo-Wan enabled it, allowing his daughter to endure unspeakable pain under the guise of tough love. Rather than protecting his daughter, Lo-Wan treated her as an inconvenience and allowed his girlfriend to dictate her fate. Tragically, no one intervened or questioned their actions until one day when this all culminated in a tragic accident that claimed Jamaria's life. On June 17, 2024, the life of Jamaria Sessions was tragically cut short in Montford, Florida. What was first reported as an unresponsive child soon unraveled into one of the most horrific cases of child abuse and murder that authorities had ever seen. The abuse, spanning months, was at the hands of her father's girlfriend, Tyshell Martin, with the active encouragement and participation of her father, Lo-Wan Sessions. The case has left seasoned law enforcement officers shaken and a grieving family fighting for justice. Jamaria and her younger sister, Jaliyah, had been living with their maternal grandmother, Althea Chenault, after the tragic passing of their mother, Tadrina Dort, in 2022.
Yes, Brittany, I was going to say
Dort,
that.
who was only 24 years old, had died from congestive heart failure after previously battling leukemia. Jamaria's mother, Tadrina, documented her long journey with leukemia before she passed away from the disease.
Her mother passed away, y'all, from leukemia. Y'all, the mama had a Facebook. The mama had a Facebook page. Okay, and she said, share her journey. She just shared her journey. That's how I knew about this story, right? And when the mama died, that's when I think the grandma took custody of them. And when this boy, that's what I'm gonna call him, a boy, because he's not a man, because you would never get another relationship and let a woman abuse your kids. But they had a big pit bull dog, y'all, and she used to tell the lady that she was scared of the dog. And she would let that big pit bull, y'all, attack that baby. I promise y'all.
All right. So, y'all, I was in the hospital, right? I was minding my business. I was on the phone with your Uncle Michi, right? You know, I was on the phone with Uncle Michi. I was chilling, you know. So, y'all, let me tell y'all what happened.
Yes, April, that's
Girl,
sad.
I stood up. Next thing you know, I remember about 4 or 5 nurses getting me off the floor.
Because you fell?
And her
girl,
kids loved her,
girl, the floor beat me up.
It was so slippery.
Yup, that's what it was.
She fought for them kids. You know?
I don't know what it was, girl. I just know that. I know I hit the floor. Girl, next thing you know, girl, I don't even know. I remember getting up. I remember my strings of my little hair, like my piece of my hair, like hanging over my head. I remember that. Child, Uncle Mitch was still on the phone with me. Like, child, hi. If I was on the floor, child, I was on the floor. My phone was on this side. I was on that side, child. But Uncle Michi called Nana and he got contact. Yep. See, yep. There you go. Boom. That what happened, y'all. And I tell y'all, that floor beat me up. And y'all know, mommy don't get beat up by nobody.
Them girls love them.
Mommy don't get beat up by nobody. Who? You want to fight? Let's fight. Y'all know I go to war. Yeah, I got one of these, y'all.
Yeah.
So it can help with my back because I have a back pain. All right. My oldest gonna help. Yep, she's gonna help me, y'all. All right. Open it from this side. Yeah. Just rip it. Yeah, rip it. I don't need the box no more, so open it. You gonna help me too?
Yeah.
Help me open it. Okay. Go ahead, take it out of the box. Go ahead, open it. It might pop open, so be careful.
Yeah.
Let me tell people I got snacks. Let me see how it looks, y'all. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This thing I've gotten, y'all. I highly recommend.
What's the best part about being a mom?
Oh, everything. The love, the joy, the purpose.
What's the hardest part about being a mom?
Knowing I won't be here forever, so I won't always be able to take care of them.
At the time of her mother's death, Jamaria's father, Lowan Sessions, was in prison, serving a 5-year sentence for child neglect, drug trafficking, and fleeing law enforcement in Polk County.
Now, y'all see what I just said, how the system can fail you? Why would they give him the kids and he was already in jail on a child neglect charges, right? And the grandmother had already had the kids, raising the kids, taking care of the kids. The kids was loving, happy there. He comes home, fight for custody, and they gave him custody. And look what happens. This is what I was just talking about.
He was also simultaneously serving a 2-year sentence in Orange County for aggravated assault with a weapon. In August 2023, Lowan Sessions was released from prison. That October, he took Jamaria and Jaliyah from school without their grandmother's knowledge or consent. This was the beginning of a nightmare for Jamaria. She and her sister were forced to live with their father and his girlfriend, Tyshell Martin, in Montford, Florida. Tyshell never got along with Tadrina Dord, Jamaria's mother, when she was alive.
Oh, and yeah, let me make that clear, y'all. The new girlfriend knew the mother, okay? She knew the mother before the mother passed, okay? And she never liked the mother. She was in a relationship with the father when the father was in jail. So sometimes, yes, I don't know who said that one day. Somebody said that, I can't remember. Oh, yeah, that video I played like 2 weeks ago when the guy Jay was like, women have every right to be like that when their kids is with their father and leaving these kids with a woman that these mothers have never met. They got every right to feel this way. Okay. So yeah, she did never like the mother. So what she did when the mother passed away and he came home, he fought for the kids. Okay. And she mistreated the kids because she did not like the mother, but she never liked the mother because she was with the baby father before the baby mother passed away when he was in prison. So I want to make sure I let y'all know that.
Advised her, and at one point, Tadrina had to get a restraining order against her. From the very first day, investigators later found evidence that the abuse began immediately. Witnesses, digital forensics, and surveillance footage have revealed that the abuse Jamaria endured in that house was severe, systematic, and torturous. Tyshell Martin, described as cruel and calculated, implemented disciplinary methods that were anything but disciplinary. They were sadistic forms of physical and psychological torment. Text messages retrieved from Tyshell's phone show that she and Lowan Sessions joked about the abuse, referring to it as boot camp and mocking Jamaria's suffering. Sessions, though often not physically present, actively encouraged and supported Tyshell's abuse, sometimes giving her instructions on how to discipline Jamaria. Among the cruel punishments inflicted on Jamaria were forced exercise, including prolonged wall sits, running in place with her arms raised, and running on a treadmill for extended periods, severe beatings, often with objects like belts and wires, leaving her covered in bruises and lacerations, forced sleep deprivation, where she was not allowed to sleep on a bed like the other children, but was made to sleep on a couch or a crib mattress, starvation and food deprivation, where she was sometimes denied meals as punishment, and scalding injuries from boiling water being poured on her body, specifically when someone attempted to fix her hair using boiling water. Vivint Security home surveillance captured some of the worst abuse. In a 6-minute period on June 15, Jamaria was recorded being attacked by the family's large Rottweiler, while Tyshell Martin held the leash, instructing the dog to attack. The footage later showed Jamaria nude, disoriented.
Y'all, the stepmama encouraged the dog to attack the big baby, the big girl. She couldn't stand the big girl for some reason. I don't know what it was. Maybe because she looked like her mom, or I don't know what it was. But she really disliked the big girl than the last baby. Yeah, that's sad, y'all. This is sad.
Staggering and struggling to move after the brutal attack. She had been beaten, bitten, and tortured, yet no one sought medical attention for her. The final hours of Jamaria's life were horrific and painful. On June 16, Tyshell and Lowan continued to abuse her. That night, Tyshell was alone in a room with Jamaria. She later told investigators that she was asleep from 6 p.m. until 4 a.m. the next morning, except for a phone call from her mother at midnight. However, phone records and security footage contradicted her statements. Investigators discovered that Tyshell had sent multiple messages and interacted with people online during the time she claimed to be sleeping. Investigators now believe that sometime during that night, Tyshell inflicted the final fatal assault on Jamaria. Surveillance footage and forensic evidence later confirmed that Jamaria had been dragged, beaten, bitten, and ultimately left to die. At 4:55 a.m. on June 17, an ambulance was dispatched to 16,017 Harbor Oaks Drive in Montford. Tyshell called 911, claiming she had just woken up to find Jamaria unresponsive and cold to the touch. When paramedics arrived, they immediately noticed multiple injuries covering Jamaria's body, including burns, deep bruises, bite marks, and abrasions in various stages of healing. Her body was cold and stiff, indicating she had been dead for several hours, possibly even since the night before. Jamaria was pronounced dead at the scene. Police spoke with Tyshell the day Jamaria died and she was not arrested. She lied to officers about what happened to Jamaria.
I'm Detective Mercer. This is Detective Schlebel. All right, so a couple quick questions for you. So yesterday, I understand you went to the airport to try to fly some kids out to California to visit their grandmother, correct?
Yes.
What time did you leave the house?
I want to say maybe 5-ish.
Okay. And then you got to the airport. What happened along the way to the airport?
She threw up.
Who's she?
Jamaria.
Okay. And did you guys get her breakfast? Is that what she threw up?
Yes.
What'd you guys get her for breakfast?
Banana and Gatorade.
Okay, so she threw that up. And then you guys get there, and then what happens?
Well, actually, yeah, we was almost there when she threw up. When we got out the car, she was walking fine, and then she was like, when we got halfway down the roadway, she was like, I'm starting to feel weak. So I walked her back to the car, and the girls went ahead of me. So I got in the car, and I went and picked the girls up. I went and told the girls that I was going to go around and for them to go ahead and go to the airport so I can get her wheelchair assistance.
Okay, so you got her a wheelchair?
I wasn't able to.
Oh, you weren't able to? Okay.
No, because when they said that I have to book it through the airline, I have to go through the airline or something to get the wheelchair or something, so we remained in the car.
Okay, so why was she not able to, why was she feeling weak? Just because she was sick, or was she having other injuries?
We just came back from
watch how she lie, y'all.
Out of the country or whatever, so she's been sick and about 6-7 other of us. She did fall the other day. We have I guess a leak from the ceiling in our living room, and I guess she said she was walking in the dark and didn't see the dog food bag, tripped over the dog food bag, fell because slipped in the puddle of water. She said she hit her head, but when I checked, I didn't see any bumps or anything. So she said she twisted her ankle. I put a compression sock on and allowed her to ice it.
Okay. Who's this gentleman here?
That's Dad.
Okay, that's Dad.
Yeah.
All right, so store dog food. How long ago did that trip happen?
That was maybe 3 days ago.
So like Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then, so that's when she twisted her ankle?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, she said it felt, I don't know if she really, she said it was a little pain. I just know that
So, okay, so did you guys put ice on it? Did you guys give her like any
compression sock and ice?
Okay, compression sock and ice. All right.
And she was actually walking on it fine. She said when she got in the tub to sit down, it swelled up.
Okay.
From being in the water, that's what she said. So we gave her the crutch that we had. Crutch that we had in the house.
Okay, so you gave her crutches. Did you guys take her to the doctor at all?
No, we didn't.
Okay. And then you said you went out of the country. How did you go? Did you fly or?
So we went on a cruise ship, and
where'd you guys go to?
Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Virgin Islands. So, Dominican Republic was the only one.
Okay, so you guys with all three of them there, right? That's important in case she has something that she may have got over there. Did she get off the ship at all on these islands?
Yes.
And she was walking around?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. Okay, so where does, I know Mom's here now. Does he normally live here?
Yes. He's only been gone for, I think, 3 days.
So he left on Thursday or Friday?
Yeah.
What does he do for work?
He works at is it a paint? It's a paint shop or something.
Why is he never here? Does he live in Orlando because it's closer to work, or?
I mean, he's in school. We're both never here due to me having to take him backwards and forth to school and then work.
And y'all, if
school,
I'm
and then
not
work, school, and then work.
mistaken, y'all,
Easier for him to be in Orlando.
if I'm not mistaken, this bitch right here, so that's what I need to call her, okay? She has a disabled child, if I'm not mistaken. But let's keep watching and see, because I think so.
No, right now he's only been there for a couple of days because he had an injury. He busted his head and knocked his tooth out.
Okay. How'd that happen?
He told me that he was on a bicycle. He left the job, got on a bicycle and tripped on the way back to the job.
Okay. Does he know about his daughter already?
So I called him to tell him to come to the house, but I didn't tell him.
Okay, so he doesn't know anything yet. All right, so you guys get home. You guys get home, what, around 10 o'clock in the morning, roughly, from Orlando back to here?
I wasn't paying around that time.
So early in the morning, like around 10. But okay, so what happened the rest of the day? What did you do for the rest of the day?
The day, I took medicine.
What'd you take?
I took ibuprofens and stuff and Tylenol to get my throat was hurting really bad, so the medicine put me to sleep. I was sleeping all day.
I didn't know ibuprofen.
Jamaria was actually telling me that she felt better. Once we got back, I gave her a popsicle, 2 popsicles. She ate them. She was on the couch. Before I went to sleep, I told the girls I was going to sleep and alarm in the house. I believe they went to the park or something.
Jamaria did?
I'm not sure.
Okay, you're not sure. You were asleep, right? So what time did you wake up?
I woke up I woke up periodically. But I stayed in bed.
Right.
You mean like when I found her?
No, like, so did you stay in bed throughout the night last night?
So when I went to sleep, it was only about 7 o'clock at night.
Okay.
So I think I slept about 12 something, got up.
No, the mother is deceased.
Just sat up in the bed, drank something, laid back down, and I think I was calling my mom back because I saw she had a missed call or whatever. I don't remember. I just know that I never got out of bed.
You have your phone with you. Can you look at that phone and see what time you called your mom back?
At 11:43, that's probably what woke me. I called her back at 12:05.
Okay. And then where was Jamaria at that time at 12:05? Was she in her room, or you don't know, or was she with you?
She was. I don't know where she was at that time.
Okay. You never got up here to check?
No.
Anybody? Okay.
She sleeps. She doesn't have a room. She sleeps anywhere.
Anywhere? Okay.
Mostly in room.
She didn't like the little girl to get a little girl her own room.
Or on the couch. Well, she was sleeping in that room, but she was doing things that her dad didn't like, so her dad made her sleep on the couch.
What was that?
Stealing from the girls.
I don't believe that.
Talking about boys a lot, being nasty, not bathing and stuff like that.
Did not like that little girl. Because I believe she was just like a mother. And she couldn't.
So this morning, you get up out of bed and you go to check on Jamaria. What happened there? Like, why did you go in there to check on her?
No, I actually I got up and I turned the light on and I noticed that she was on the mattress.
So she was in the same room you were in?
Yes.
Okay.
I tapped her, asked her, do she want to go to the do she need to go to the bathroom? And she didn't respond.
Okay. And then you called 911?
Yes.
What was she wearing?
She didn't have on anything.
No socks, no shoes, no clothes, nothing?
No, she must have, but that's normal.
Wow.
Most of the girls walk around like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I have an autistic daughter, and she does it all
I knew
day
it.
long.
I knew she
think Jamaria probably was hot or something, or I don't know. But she usually takes her clothes off when she
April.
It's hot.
Okay. And so she had a burn to the top of her foot. How did she get the burn?
So my daughter, she does hair as well.
Which daughter?
My 9-year, well, all of them, but my 9-year-old daughter does hair, and she did her hair, and they both dipped her hair in the hot water.
Now, why would you let a 9-year-old do another little baby have hot water?
Hot water spilled on her foot, but she said she never saw a burn, and I'm thinking it's due to the compression sock being on her.
That she was wearing?
Jamaria never complained about a burn, and we didn't take the compression sock off until today.
Okay. So you took it. So when I said if you found her wearing any clothes, you said no, she wasn't wearing any clothes, and now you're saying you took the compression sock off.
Well, not Monday,
today.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, so Sunday you took it off, and then you saw the burn.
Yes.
Did you guys do anything at that point to treat that burn?
Yes.
What did you guys do?
Neosporin. We put Neosporin on it. But it was only at the top of her toe.
Okay.
So I was like,
it didn't look bad.
No, it didn't look bad at all. My daughter said, I believe she said her skin was coming off when she took the compression sock off.
And that was Sunday.
Yes.
All right. Where is Jamaria's sister?
She's with his mom.
And that's in Orlando?
Yes.
All right. Why is she there?
Apparently, she said she didn't want to be around us. We were too strict on her and all type of stuff. That's what she was saying. So it was just becoming too much.
I'm telling y'all, it is so weird. It is so odd, right? That baby, the one that got unalive, they mistreated her so bad, but not that little baby. And that's not why that baby went back to the grandma. They didn't want that baby there because she was old enough to talk now to tell what they was doing to that sister. Okay? That's why they sent that baby back with the grandmama. But they really disliked that oldest girl. And that is a damn shame. This lady and that father disliked that oldest girl. For whatever reason, I don't know. But it's very weird to me.
Too much of a problem. And we made the decision for her to go over there and be cared for because, it was a lot of stuff.
You wanted her to go over there because you didn't want her to see y'all abusing her sister. That's why. And you know your kids was not going to say anything. You know that. You knew that. So that's why you sent her sister over there with the grandmother and kept her. That's the reason why. Because y'all couldn't stand that oldest daughter. Y'all didn't like her father or you. Okay? Because we know you didn't like her mother before the mother passed away. Because you and the mother stayed into it.
Going on with her.
What happened to Julia and Jamaria's mom?
I believe she had cancer.
Okay.
No, she didn't.
And passed away.
Okay. You tried doing CPR this morning?
She's making sure.
It was not successful.
Exactly, Miss Elwood. I hate when family
disciplining the kids. Do you discipline Jamaria?
I don't like it.
When she lived here?
Yes.
How could you do a child like? How could you dislike a child?
They're supposed to run. If they do something, they're supposed to do squats. Or Dad have made them just go up and down the stairs or whatever, holding something or whatever. I have popped them on the hands before. I pretty much, if Dad feel like he wanna whoop them, leave that to him. No going with the other kids to places, staying home if you haven't did what you're supposed to do. Right.
That little girl could never go nowhere. She was always in the house. They didn't let that little girl go nowhere because they didn't want that little girl to tell her story.
She got in trouble. She hasn't been in since on the cruise ship, but she haven't been in trouble since we got back.
Okay. What did she do on the cruise ship?
She checked herself out of camp, and her dad. I called him and let him know that she did that, and she was like, I was just wanting to go get ice cream.
Now, how can a little child like that check herself out of camp? And when you go on cruises like that, they have an adult on those ships that watch those children. So there's no way in the world that an adult gonna let her check herself out of camp. Come on now. Lady, stop lying. You said this. I'm quite sure this cop, he's trained for all of this shit. Okay, he knows she's a lying ass bitch. Okay? That baby didn't do nothing on that cruise. You did not like that baby. Under no circumstances.
Or something. And so from there, he just had me put her in timeout and stuff.
So just timeout?
Yeah.
I would love to fight her. Oh my God.
So I pretty much had to leave, I have my 4 other kids with me and stuff. I had to pretty much leave her with my mom at certain times, just because, we paid so much money to, go on that trip. I had to divide my time between all the kids.
Right. So she was going to go on that trip to see your mom. Samaria?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so last question I have for you, last couple questions. All the bites and stuff she has on her, where are those from?
So her and broke out from, she said, the kids told me that she was doing stuff to herself. I didn't witness it myself. But she did break out. Her and Egypt broke out while we were in Puerto Rico. I put medicine on it that she broke out from. But as far as a bite, she has a bite mark from the dog, which was stitched.
Yeah, the dog used
that was a couple months ago, right?
Yeah.
From 7?
Yeah.
All right. How bad was that dog bite?
To me, it wasn't that bad. To me, it wasn't that bad because she wasn't like, she cried for about 5 minutes and it stopped.
How often does she go to the doctor?
Dad has only taken her to the doctor once since we've had them.
How long you guys had them?
Since October of 23.
Wow.
What was that for?
I guess a regular checkup. I'm not sure.
Sorry, do you have any questions?
Yes, ma'am. You said when you went to
that's definitely Nicolette.
Everybody downstairs and you were going to go lay down. You set the alarm?
No, I told the girls that I was going to set the alarm on the house.
Okay. Is that something you normally do whenever you go to lay down?
Yes.
Just to make sure the house is safe and everything?
Yeah, because I have an autistic daughter.
Okay. So if a door opens...
But you didn't treat your autistic daughter like that,
though. The door's open?
Yes.
Okay. And you said they went to the park after that?
I think they went to the park, yeah.
Okay, there was the alarm. Did the alarm go off?
No.
Okay.
I hadn't alarmed the house at that time.
Okay. But you said when you went to lay down that you set the alarm.
Yeah, I know. I said I told them I was going to set the alarm.
Okay.
Let me see when I set the alarm. I don't have an internet connection.
Okay. And where's the park at that they would go to?
The Montverde Park, behind.
Okay, up by the convenience store.
Yes.
Okay. How would they get there from here?
My daughter, she usually just takes the car.
Oh, okay. You're 17. Is that the 17-year-old daughter?
Yes.
Okay. And then when did you know What time did they get back?
I'm not sure.
Okay. No, that's
You don't know shit.
Do you know how Jamaria got into the room that you were in? Did she? My understanding is she was asleep on the couch at some point. And then how did she get into your room?
I'm assuming she walked in.
She was walked in there. You were asleep. You didn't know she was. Was she sleeping on the bed or on the floor?
When I saw her,
yeah,
she was on the mattress.
On the mattress.
When I called 911, I told them, they said lay her flat on her back. I said she is flat on her back. They
How'd you move her?
Said she needed to be on a flat surface, so I removed the mattress from up under her.
Okay, so in your room, how many mattresses are in your room?
The room that she was in?
Yes.
2.
Okay, so 2 mattresses in there. Is that the room that you were sleeping in?
Yes.
Okay, so she was on a different mattress than the one you were on?
Yes.
Okay. And then you took her off the mattress because 911 told you to?
Correct.
Okay. So obviously she's in there, and we got to get the medical examiner's office out here to take possession of her, and then there's going to be a whole give them the medical information that we have, let them know what trip she's been on, and they can kind of see, test and blood work, and whatnot. Do you have any issue with us searching the house?
I don't.
Okay. All right, I'm going to read this to you while you're here. It's a search warrant for the residence. Kind of get it out of the way because you are the resident. I have to read it to you, okay? All right, so this is a search warrant. It's in the Circuit or County Court of the 5th Judicial Circuit of Florida in and for Lake County. In the name of the state of Florida, to all and singular sheriff and or deputy sheriffs of Lake County, special agents of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, investigators of the state's attorney's office, and all other authorized police or law enforcement officers acting within their jurisdiction. Whereas a sworn and written affidavit has been electronically submitted to me, the undersigned judge of Lake County, Florida, and whereas the facts made known to me in said affidavit, which is hereby incorporated by reference, have caused me to certify and find that there was probable cause to believe that the laws of the state of Florida, to wit, murder, Florida Statute 78204, have been or being violated on or in the premises particularly described as an unincorporated Lake County, Florida, 34756. The location is a 2-story residence, tan in color, with brown in color ornamental shutters on each side of the front-facing windows. The door is black in color with large numbers above it. Identifying the do you have any issue with us going through your cell phone just to make sure there's nothing? What we're trying to do is clear everything. We don't have anything indicating right now that this is a murder, right? We don't know, right? So we have to treat everything like it's a homicide investigation. Do you have any objection to us going through your phone? Is that no?
No, I don't.
Okay. What's the passcode for your phone?
06. Wait. I use my Face ID, so I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if it's 6 or 4 digits. If it pops up. What, could you try to slide it up?
Yep. Easiest way to do that is right here. So, do this. If it'll do it. I'm not going to do it. All right, so now when we do this, there you go. So it's 6 digits. Okay. All right, so if you can leave that phone with me, we'll put it on airplane mode, and then we'll go from there. You have a copy of that. We're going to start getting CSI in there to do everything that we need to do, and then we'll just turn it over back to you guys as quickly as possible. We do have waters and stuff for you guys, so if you guys need something, just let one of the deputies know, especially with the kids, all right?
Yeah, I'm glad that second child is like
gas.
Gas, like gasoline?
Yeah.
Are you out of gas?
I ran out with turning the air on.
Let me see if I can get with the chaplain on that. Okay. It shouldn't be a problem, but I'll let you know. All right?
Do I just go back to the
No.
Further investigation revealed that Tyshell had been lying about the whereabouts of Jamaria for weeks. She had told Lowan that Jamaria was in California with her mother, Torcha Martin, when in reality, the little girl had been suffering inside the home. Lowan, who was not living in the house at the time of Jamaria's death, initially acted shocked when he arrived on the scene. He claimed he had believed Jamaria was in California the entire time. However, text messages between him and Tyshell told a different story. Lowan had been fully aware of the abuse, encouraged it, and even participated in punishing his daughter. The abuse was so severe and the evidence so damning that both Tyshell and Lowan were arrested within days of Jamaria's death. Tyshell was arrested on August 28, 2024, and charged with first-degree murder, aggravated child abuse, and child neglect. Lowan was arrested soon after in Orange County on charges of aggravated manslaughter of a child and a violation of probation.
Right now, a father has been arrested in connection with his daughter's murder, and he's back in the Lake County Jail tonight. Lowan Sessions is now charged with manslaughter, and his girlfriend is charged with murder. Deputies tell us that Sessions' daughter, Jamaria, was beaten to death inside the family's Montverde home in June. But the couple was only arrested last week.
Western News investigative reporter Greg Fox has new details on Jamaria's death, including the call for help.
Definitely knew.
Or somebody else that may be taking care of the children here. A woman who answered the door at this home in Montverde said the owner was not available to speak with us. It's owned by the mother of Tyshell Martin, who is charged with murdering Jamaria Sessions, the daughter of Martin's boyfriend, Lowan Sessions. He had a first appearance in Lake County Tuesday on a charge of aggravated manslaughter of a child. Detectives say he knew his daughter was being abused by Martin and did nothing to prevent or report it.
Exactly.
She's separated and she's swollen and she's not responding.
WESH 2 investigates obtained the 911 call made by a woman in the home. The dispatcher coaches her through CPR.
He's not responding.
I understand, but this is the best we can do right now till they arrive. You're doing fantastic. This is helping.
But paramedics discovered it was too late to revive the Grassy Lake Elementary School student. Detectives say security video in the home revealed Martin kicking and beating the girl and even commanding a more than 100-pound Rottweiler to bite the girl. This is not the first case involving Sessions that we encountered. Back in 2016, right across the street from Evans High School here at this gas station, a man was shot, seriously wounded. Another man was arrested and originally charged with attempted first-degree murder. That man was Lowan Sessions. We showed you the surveillance video back then of Sessions.
That's why I don't
firing
understand
7
how did he
shots
get
into
that
a
baby.
crowd of people over a dispute involving his younger brother. Sessions was convicted in 2020 of drug trafficking in Polk County, fleeing a law enforcement officer, and child neglect, landing him 5 years in prison. He wasn't convicted in the gas station shooting until 2022, adding a 2-year sentence. He was released last year and is on probation until 2028, while he and Martin faced the new charges in his daughter's murder.
The case quickly gained national attention, with heartbreaking details emerging from court documents. Investigators found thousands of messages where Tyshell bragged about abusing Jamaria. They also recovered over 2,800 videos from the security system, capturing different instances of torture. Some of the most shocking evidence included Tyshell forcing Jamaria to endure harsh punishments, such as wall sits, treadmill runs, and prolonged periods of standing in place with her arms raised. The medical examiner's autopsy confirmed that Jamaria had suffered extensive injuries consistent with prolonged torture. The report noted broken teeth, blood in her left ear, and numerous cuts and bruises that covered her small body. Jamaria's maternal grandmother was devastated at the news of Jamaria's death. In early October 2024, Assistant State Attorney Thomas Wieczorek announced that the state would seek the death penalty against Tyshell Martin. The prosecution cited 5 aggravating factors, including the murder was committed during an act of aggravated child abuse. The crime was especially heinous, atrocious, or cruel. The killing was premeditated and carried out without moral or legal justification. The victim was under 12 years old. Tyshell was in a position of familial or custodial authority over Jamaria. On October 31, 2024, Tyshell appeared in court but had not yet secured legal representation. She claimed to have hired attorney Sean Landers, but he had yet to file an official notice of appearance. Judge Heidi Davis kept her case on the docket for November to ensure she obtained legal counsel. Lowan Sessions, while not facing the death penalty, remains behind bars on no bond. His trial is set to take place in 2025. Jamaria's grandmother, Althea Chenault, and other maternal relatives have attended every court hearing, vowing to see justice served. Chenault is also fighting to regain custody of Jalaya, Jamaria's younger sister, who is currently in the care of another maternal family member. Chenault and her family have openly expressed their heartbreak and outrage over the brutal killing of their beloved Jamaria. What happened to Jamaria Sessions is beyond tragic. It is a horrifying example of abuse that was ignored until it was too late. She was an innocent child who endured unimaginable suffering at the hands of those who should have protected her. The system failed her in multiple ways, allowing her abusive father to gain custody, failing to intervene in the ongoing torture, and ultimately leaving her vulnerable to the brutal acts that ended her life. Had authorities acted sooner, had someone stepped in when the signs of abuse were evident, Jamaria might still be alive today, playing with her little sister and dreaming of becoming a veterinarian. Cases like Jamaria's highlight the urgent need for stricter child welfare protections and harsher consequences for those who enable abuse. My condolences to Jamaria's loved ones. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
That was sad, y'all. And the father knew that that baby, the girlfriend, and the baby mother didn't get along. He knew that. He knew that. And I just can't wrap it around my head. Like, why they didn't like that oldest girl? Like, they're still, I don't know, y'all, still puzzling to me. Like, why the oldest girl? Why did they target her? Why? All right, I'm going to do one more and then I'm out of here. I don't know. I just got to keep asking myself that. Why was the oldest girl target? No, I guess maybe I won't never know. Okay, wait a minute. All right, we're going to do this one, then I'm going to get up out of here. Okay, hold on.
Dear women with edema, try this 2-second edema flush and watch your legs go from this to this. It sounds weird, but
her dreams because of
39-year-old Ebony Gilbert are sharing with us.
She couldn't even, damn. All right, let's see.
There is always someone for you to talk to in New Jersey. At the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, we understand that life.
It was a senseless act. They didn't have to do that.
This is the story of Ebony Gilbert. At 39, she was glowing with purpose, on track to receive her degree, and deeply involved in her church and community. But on a quiet Thursday evening, Ebony stepped outside her Beaumont home to investigate a disturbance near her car. Seconds later, gunfire shattered the silence and her future. What she didn't know was that 3 young men were lying in wait, caught on camera during a crime that would turn into cold-blooded murder. By the time her mother came looking for her the next day, Ebony's body lay lifeless on her front porch. How could someone be so heartless to shoot a kind, unarmed woman who simply stepped outside her home to protect what she worked for? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories.
I was saying that too, Miss Elwood.
This story takes us to Beaumont, Texas. Ebony Nicole Gilbert was a beautiful, radiant woman with a heart devoted to faith, family, and service. From a young age, she dedicated herself to her Christian faith. She was an active member of several churches throughout her life. Professionally, Ebony worked in several refineries in the Golden Triangle area, rising through the ranks as a superintendent, labor foreman, and safety leader. Her drive didn't stop there. She recently enrolled at Houston Community College, where she was on track to earn her counseling degree. But on the night of September 26, 2024, Ebony's promising life was tragically cut short. Just after 8 p.m., surveillance footage from her Ring doorbell camera captured a chilling moment outside her home on Bennett Street in Beaumont. Ebony had stepped outside after noticing suspicious activity around her car. Unbeknownst to her, 3 young men were allegedly in the process of burglarizing her vehicle. Ebony was confronted by the suspects, and in a cold and senseless act, one of the suspects pulled out a firearm and shot her. The footage reportedly shows Ebony trying to get back into her house, but she collapsed and died on her front porch. The following day, when Ebony's mother, Elder Minnie Shankle Gilbert, couldn't reach her daughter, she went to check on her. What she found was every mother's nightmare: Ebony's lifeless body. The murder of Ebony Gilbert sent shockwaves through the community and devastated her family. The investigation moved swiftly.
Beaumont police telling KFDM 6 News they are leaving no stone unturned in their search for cold-blooded killers who took the life of a young woman, cherished by her mother, her large family, and a wide circle of friends. The accused gunmen, their chilling images captured on Ring doorbell camera video. The timestamp Thursday night, about 8 o'clock. The crooks caught burglarizing a car outside a home, then shooting the homeowner when she stepped outside to see what was happening there.
Ooh, wow.
The victim, 39-year-old Ebony Gilbert, photos of her shared with KFDM by her family members, still shaken tonight after learning what happened. Remembering Ebony for her beauty and her smile. That's her in the middle of the picture. Everyone's describing Ebony as radiant, loving, a woman who would do anything for those close to her. Ebony's mother discovering her body this afternoon. Police and EMS rushing to the 3500 block of Bennett. That's between Bigner and Helbig shortly before 3. Crime scene investigators and detectives trying to uncover the circumstances, gathering all the evidence, including multiple shell casings inside the crime scene tape. A murder mystery until police were able to look at the surveillance camera footage. The images showing 39-year-old Ebony Gilbert interrupting a burglary of her car right there in her own driveway outside her home last night. When she steps outside and confronts the burglars, they shoot her at close range and then they run away. She struggles to crawl back into her home to call for help, but she can't make it and dies. Right now, officers tell KFDM they're following leads, Crime Stoppers tips, trying to identify the suspects and get them off our streets and where they belong, in jail.
Aaron, police were on scene when I left hours later, planning to work 24/7 to find Ebony Gilbert's killers, while her family, friends, and neighbors are sharing their memories. Beautiful, caring, a loving daughter, niece, cousin, and friend. Some of the memories those close with 39-year-old Ebony Gilbert are sharing with us, so you will know why she mattered.
She was a very good person. She made Christmas for my kids last year, and you know, anything we need, she tried to help us out with.
Family members say Ebony's mom hadn't heard from her, so she went over to Ebony's home on Bennett Road Friday afternoon and saw something no mother should ever have to endure: her daughter's body. An unspeakable tragedy, one her mom has now been through twice. In 2008, she went to check on her other daughter in Orange and found her body. She had died from a heart attack. Neighbors now shaken by Ebony's killing.
My wife told me that she heard gunshots and she got the kids and put them on the floor and didn't realize that it was right next door.
Her final moments in life, Thursday night, captured on Ring doorbell camera video. Images of suspects police say were responsible for her death, burglarizing her car, shooting her when she walked outside to see what was happening. Police say Ebony tried to get back inside her home, but collapsed, unable to make it that far.
It's really scary because, I mean, it's like right in our back door. We always hear gunshots and everything, but to know someone got killed over something so senseless, you know, it just breaks my heart.
Now her family and friends uniting to support one another, remembering Ebony's love of family, church, travel, and pretty clothes, while police search for the men who took her away from so many people that cared about her.
My family is the straw behind it. Like I said, she was a good person. She took real good care of all of us. She helped us out as much as possible, and like I said, she will be missed.
Ebony was a plant operator in Orange and studying in school to better her life, a life taken at only 39 years old.
Oh, wow.
One of the suspects, 21-year-old DeCorey Shiloh's own mother, turned him into the authorities. During his walk into police custody.
Hey everyone, today I'm breaking down the top 5 collagen powders of the year and why the #1 pick is helping over 1 million people get firmer skin.
Shiloh gave a brief, unsettling interview to KFDM News.
Corey Shiloh, Scott Lawrence, KFDM Television. This is, you're charged with the murder of Ebony Gilbert. This is your one chance to say something to her family. Your family brought you in. What would you like to say to Ebony's family?
Rest in peace, Miss Ebony. I mean, sorry for your loss.
Why did you do it? You and other people are accused. Can you give us a reason? I mean, this is your one chance to explain to people so they can understand.
I mean, I would, but there ain't no point.
But you know, there is. I think her mom would want to know. I mean, why you were the car was broken into. Is there a reason why you guys were just looking for quick money? I mean, people want to know.
I got money in my pocket.
So why was the car burglary taking place?
I don't know.
You just did you plan it, or how did you pick the house where she lived?
I don't know.
Do you want to say anything about the other people involved? What about her mother? Her mother who had to find the
No
body,
remorse,
anything
no
you'd like to say to her
at
mother?
all.
Sorry for your loss. Anything else you want to say? Okay. Thank you for your testimony. You're not a monster. You didn't do it, but you're charged with murder.
Investigators revealed that Shiloh admitted to his role in the shooting and named 21-year-old Javonta Turner and 20-year-old Tidrick Davis as accomplices. He even handed off the clothes he wore during the killing to Turner, which were later recovered during a search warrant. Turner, when arrested, denied involvement and used profanity towards Shiloh for implicating him.
Wow. Mad. What you think? He wasn't gonna tell on you?
Javonta, Scott Lawrence, KFDM, do you have anything to say about the murder charge against you for the killing of Ebony Coleman? Yesterday, DeCorey apologized to the family, said he hopes Ebony rests in peace. Do you have anything to say similar to that?
Yeah, I think it's wrong that they're trying to accuse me based off what another thing.
Who else did this? Were you involved in it? Were other people
I ain't got
involved?
nothing to do with this, man.
Were you there at the location, at the
No,
house?
sir. No.
Okay. Anything else to say to the family? Anything else to say? Your last chance, Javonta.
He ain't gonna say
Anything to
nothing.
say to Ebony or her mom?
No, I got something to say
Nothing?
to my family, though. I
What do you want to
apologize
say?
for putting them through this. I'm done talking.
Exactly, Miss Edwards, but he's definitely a punk.
He offered no words for Ebony's grieving mother, only apologizing to his own family for the trouble he had caused.
Right,
Davis,
Brittany.
the third suspect, reportedly confided to a witness that he was present at the scene when the murder took place.
Patrick, I am Caleb from KFDM. What do you have to say in response to the homicide of Ebony Gilbert? What do you have to say in response to the homicide of Ebony Gilbert? Did you do it? Why did you do this? Is there anything that you want to say to the family? Anything that you have in response to what the neighbors are saying? They're saying that you're involved with the murder and the homicide of Ebony Gilbert. Is there anything that you have to say? Neighbors want to know why you did this. Kayla Show Tay 12 News. They said you took the life. Why didn't you just walk away?
I wasn't there.
You weren't there? And so if you weren't there, then where were you?
I was at home.
You said where? Where were
I was
you?
at home.
You were at home? And is there any other message? You have a message to your family, the family of Ebony? Are you remorseful? Someone lost their life.
Not at all.
A church-going woman. Your co-defendants are saying that you had an involvement with the homicide, and you're saying that you were at home, and you didn't do this, but you're being charged with it. So you have nothing to say to the family.
This dirty, fool. That's all I gotta say.
One more question. Kayla Shote, 12 News. You know, a church-going woman lost her life, 39 years old. What do you have to say? I spoke with the family. They're devastated. Someone died.
I mean, I don't know her. I mean, but I say R.I.P. Like, rest in peace, lady. I mean,
Then
Look at
what
him.
do you have to say about
Wow,
people saying
lady.
that you are involved in this, about your co-defendants? They named you.
tell them I said, get out my, worry about their own business. You know what I'm saying?
You have
Y'all
any
trying to
message to your family?
y'all be quick to bash somebody for no reason.
Any message to your family? Kayla Shote, 12 News.
I love y'all.
That's something.
All three men were indicted by a Jefferson County grand jury for capital murder. Their bonds were set between $750,000 and $800,000.
Did you know you can get paid up to $2,500 to participate in relevant clinical trials near
They
you?
need life in prison.
That's right. There are
At this hour, all three suspects are now in jail charged with murder. 21-year-old DeCorey Shiloh, 21-year-old Javonta Turner, and 20-year-old Tydrick Davis. Officers arrested Shiloh on Saturday, Turner on Sunday, and Davis today. Also, police say when they arrested Javonta Turner, he was hiding at the residence of his older brother, 40-year-old Ricky Turner. He's charged with hindering apprehension and felon in possession of police body armor. The murder victim, 39-year-old Ebony Gilbert, remembered as a beautiful, independent woman who loved her family, her church, and her wide circle of friends.
It's hurtful, but at the same time, I'm grateful to God that we have them in custody now. So now that we have to put her body to rest. Then after that, we want to go to court and we want to get justice for Ebony.
3 suspects are now in custody, charged with murder in the death of Ebony Gilbert.
It's sad because we're going to miss her and we love her so greatly, but we know to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, but we're going to miss her.
Beaumont police credit tips from the public and surveillance footage from Gilbert's Ring doorbell camera for the quick arrest.
Within 24 hours, less than 24 hours, we had at least the first suspect identified, then in custody, and from there the dominoes just started falling.
While the suspects appear to show little remorse.
I don't know her, but I say RIP, like rest in peace, lady.
Gilbert's loved ones are remembering her and seeking justice.
Such a sweet, loving person. And I tell them this, even those guys that did the crimes and all that, Ebony will give you anything. She'll help you.
Now, Ebony's loved ones are left to pick up the pieces.
That's how everyone should remember her. Because her smile always lit up a room no matter what.
Ebony Gilbert and her cousin Jamie Schenkel grew up very close. Schenkel says Ebony helped raise her nephew.
She had lost her sister back in 2008. So pretty much she took a part in help raising her nephew. So that was all the kids she needed, really.
And was a very selfless person.
She wasn't loud or outspoken or whatever, but you knew her if we was in a room together, you knew it was her just by the way she graced herself, the way she smiled, the way she talked to people. She was so kind. It was just amazing to watch sometimes.
Gilbert was an active member of New Day Deliverance Wholeness Church in Beaumont.
Just knowing her as a sweet, wonderful person working in ministry, doing whatever she can do in the service of the Lord.
Bishop Eldridge Charlo Sr. says she didn't deserve to be shot and killed outside her home on Thursday night.
You come into her property and you break into her car, then you shoot and kill her, then leave her for dead.
Exactly.
That's really cruel.
Schenkel says Gilbert worked hard as a plant supervisor to earn her lifestyle.
And the fact that they shot her for defending her property, it was a senseless act. They didn't have to do that. Like it was literally cold-blooded. She didn't deserve that.
She was a woman of substance, faith, and fierce love. And now, the world must go on without her light. My condolences to her friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching.
That's so sad. So sad. These people is crazy. This is sad on all levels. Exactly, Miss Edwards. Like, how you gonna come in her backyard, break in her car, and she comes out to approach y'all, and y'all gonna kill her on her property, her house, her car, like. Well, y'all, I enjoyed y'all today. Thank y'all for timing in with the 4 videos. I think I showed 4 today. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Yes, that was her own property. Yes, she owned her car, her house, and 3 of them coming. I guess she seen them, and she went out and approached them, and they're going to take her life. After they sitting there trying to take her stuff, steal her car. What was you trying to do? Was you see something in the car that you seen, you want it? Like, wow. This shit don't make no sense, man. I'm telling you. But I enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, April, for coming through. All my moms, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. He knows he didn't care. Absolutely not, Shay Shay. Absolutely not. He had no remorse at all. You heard what he said? Well, rest in peace, lady. What? You should at least put respect on her name. Rest in peace, queen. I apologize. Like, damn. This was a great live. I watched them a lot. Thank you. I enjoyed you as well, Miss D. Thank you. Thank you. D, please tell Joanne she is still in my... I will. I did talk to her yesterday and day before yesterday. I'm going to text her when I get off the phone. I mean, damn, when I get off. But I will definitely tell her, April, because I did tell her that you did send prayers to her. I definitely did tell her that. And I will definitely tell her again. I definitely will. So thank everybody for chiming in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe out here in these streets, and always remember to keep God first. And I love you guys, and I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love.